citizen. I am Record Keeper Valinia Van C. How may I assist? You wish to know of the battle for Nyrcon City. First wall breach. Compliance. Please enter your Imperial authorization code. Stand by. Compliance, access granted. True war, heartless and cruel, now came for the Garmin cluster. Few could know the terrible depths to which it would sink, and fewer still would survive to regret the deeds that would be done in its name. For what was begun with the lies of the Warmaster and the greed of the foolish could no longer end until it had consumed the entire cluster in death and blackened the name of Garmin in all the tales that would follow. The great slaughter was about to begin. Nyrcon City, the capital of the system, must be brought to heel, and the Eye of Horus flown from its spires. This was the demand of the Warmaster. This is the account of the first breach of the northern wall. Imperial forces were forced to fall back into the city under the shadow of the Imperatrix-class Warbreaker Titan of the Legio Mortis, the Requiem in Terror. Traitor forces now flooded the city. It was now time for the Loyalist forces to rally and repel the attack. Our records show detailed accounts of force size and strength on both sides. Do you wish to know more? Compliance. Stand by while I transfer you to our playback servitors.
Hello YouTube, and I will be your playback servitor for the day. So this is our last battle report of 2024, and we thought we would make it a big one. 16,000 points divided by 2 sides and spread over 8 different 2,000 point armies, all uniting for this massive game, played on an 8x4 table over 4 rounds. The mission for the day, as you can see, will be these 5 objective points. The traitors, played by myself, and Steve and Tony will be the loyalists. I've been crashing through this wall and moving into the city, and the loyalists are coming in to repel and push them back. And there's 5 key objectives that the traitors want to hold. The centre one being that building. We'll go into that during the game a bit more, how that works, and they're under orders not to destroy this building. It's very important. So that will be 1 building that can't be destroyed during the game. At the end of 4 turns, each one of those objectives held will be worth 1 point, and they will be sticky during the game. We're okay with that. And for secondaries, as the traitor player, I've got Carnage, nice and simple, but instead of 5, 10, 15, it'll be divided up. Percentage of detachments killed, as in 1, 2, 3 points. And for the loyalists, they've got something a bit special. They've got the Emperor Must Die, and their mission is to destroy the Imperatrix class Warbreaker Titan. So that engine has 10 wounds. They'll score 1 point if they do 4 wounds. They'll score 2 points if they do 8 wounds, and they'll score 3 points if they destroy it. As you can see, deployment for this game is a corner style deployment, with the traitors predominantly being in the wastelands moving into the city, and the loyalists being into the city and then trying to push the traitors back out. So during the game, there's a maximum of 8 points you can score. Simple as that. Let's have a look at the lists. So there you can see the battle group of the loyalists. Legio, Graphonicus, Solar Auxilia, Knights from House Veroni, and Imperial Fists. Around 8,000 points. It's roughly 2,000 points an army. Some are a little under, some are a little over. I'm not going to go into massive detail because obviously a lot to cover. So starting off with the War Griffins, we've used the Axiom Battle Line Mana Pool. Everything's kind of WYSIWYG. So what you see is what you get. So Warlord, Reaver, Hound, and then we've chucked in a War Master as well because we wanted one, and that comes in just over 2k. Very cool. Obviously Steve's lovely Graphonicus there. So next up is the Loyalist Solar Auxilia, and again, these are quite new. Steve's painted them up, and we have a Lemon Rust Spearhead detachment, and we've got a load of executioners in there. We've not used them yet. See how they get on. Steve's also got a Auxilia Pioneer Company, so they'll be able to infiltrate before the game starts. That'll be quite interesting to see how that works out. All the usual stuff in there. I love the Sentinels, and let's see how the Velatari get on. And then finally, he's got a Auxilia Super Heavy Company. 2 shadow swords, 2 storm hammers, and they're all individuals, and then some of those formations are backed up with some fighters there. And then we have the Knight Household Roni. There's a Vanguard Lance in there with Cerastus ×2, and then a Questoris Armiger Talon. I love that they're separate now. I think that make playing Knights much more fun. I didn't really like them being attached. And then a Baroni Guard Lance, a Questoris Banner of 1, another of 1, a Lancer of 1, and then Questoris of 2. And then last but not least, Tony's Horde of Imperial Fists. He has lots of these and he can bring them out with quite a lot of numbers. The Marines always seem to be able to pack out lists. You'll see when you see my Imperial Militia army how small that is. So he's got a demi company, loads of dreadnoughts in there, much needed air support, and loads of attack Marines, and quite a few missile launchers in there as well. And giving them support, a Legion Armoured Company. He loves his Predators, loves his Kratos. And again, there's some Xiphons there as well to help out. So that's pretty much the Loyalists, around 8,000 points. Let's have a look at the Traitors. And here is the 8,000 points of the Traitors. So we have the Legio Mortis with the Warbreaker there. Who doesn't want Emperor-class Titans running around in games of Legions Imperialis? We have my Imperial Militia, aka the Solar Ox. We have Knights from the House Maccabeus, and we have Space Marines from the Sons of Horus and World Eaters. So let's look at the Warbreaker. We really wanted to use this, especially in such a big game. It just felt right. And if you've got one, why wouldn't you? But to do this, we had to make up some rules. So I did. Ignore the 900 points. I've costed it at more 1,500-ish, which is why I've just got the 2 hounds for the Titan side of things. Let's just go with it. I don't know if it's right. It worked well in the game, I thought, but maybe 1,200 might be better. So ignore the 900. There's the sheet. That's what I've made up. Based it around the original rules and what it looks like. There is a video in the Warbreaker playlist on the channel, so I'm not going to go into massive detail here. If you want to watch that and download those rules, there's a Word document as well, so you can edit it, do what you like with it. Go and do that. But that is the Legio Mortis for this game. Then we've got 2k of Imperial Militia. I did the list, got the 2k, and then realised I'd forgotten to put in my favourite Sentinels, and I thought, oh, do you know what, I've got this far, let's just go with it. So Solar Auxilia sub-cohort, going with some Rorder bombers. I've kitted them out all with wing bombs. Then I've got a bare bones company of artillery, all basilisks. And then to round it out, a very expensive armoured company. I've got 4 super heavies, and then Malcadors. That was over 1,000 points with some Thunderbolt support. The Knights of House Maccabeus, I went for a Bastion Lance, so I've got 4 Acastus there in banners of 2, a single Questoris, 2 Questoris, and then 2 Talons of Armigers. And then to round it out, I've got my Sons of Horus, I have a Legion Demi Company there, loads of Terminators, some in Deep Strike, some in Spartans, and then fairly traditional Armoured Company, a big wad of Sicarans, Kratos obviously, and a small detachment of Predators just to make up the points with some Xiphon support. And then fresh off the painting table, I've got my World Eaters Legion Sky Hunter Phalanx, all jet bikes, and the Javelins have the missile launchers. I will be bulking this out with some other formations for some more World Eater goodness. And that's it. That's like my 8k. So we'll see how the Warbreaker does. Let's get into the game. We hope you enjoy it. It was a long day, but a good day. And we'll see you on the battlefield. Hello everyone, and welcome to the biggest game of Legions Imperialis, I think, that'll be on YouTube, that no one will watch. So 16,000 points. Tony and Steve are back. It's the end of the year, so we're doing something special. You right, fellas?
Yeah, good. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, excited?
Yeah. Yes, very.
You like it?
I just my English demeanour.
Very dry. So let's go. Let's have a look at the table. We're going to do the orders stuff in a minute before we show you the battlefield with loads of tokens on. So we've got the Warbreaker. And you can look at the made-up rules we got for that. We really needed to get that on the table for such a big game. We've got 8x4, so going all the way across. We've run out of room in here with everything. So got the Titans over here, and then going into the city. An objective there. More knights, just everything. Sons of Horus, pretty much dominating the centre here. And then Imperial Army, traitor militia out on the flanks. Got some Ogrins in that building there. Another objective, got this corner style deployment going across the whole length. Then we've got Imperial Fists and Solar Auxilia all along here. Got some Velatari pushing up, got this objective in the middle there. And then Knights, Tanks and Titans of the Legio Graphonicus all along here. So 16,000 points, pretty cool. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? It's going to be a slog.
It's going to be a slog. It's going to be a fun slog.
So yeah, you know the missions, you've seen all that. We don't know how this is going to go. We know we don't have days and days to film these things. We have one shot, one day. So we hope it goes well. We hope you enjoy it. We're going to crack on with orders and then we'll see who the first player is. Right, here we go. So we've done all orders. I am not going through every single order, every single unit on this board. So Tony is taking full command. You are
full blame or full glory.
All right, so first player roll. I'll be the orange dice. I've got a
full. It's the only time we'll re-roll this.
5.
Solid.
5.
I'm happy. Come on.
6.
Oh.
Gone up every time.
Gone down.
Okay, I'll be first player. Why not? So, we've got loads to do. Let's, was it movement? Let's move all this stuff. You can kind of see where it is. Nothing's moved since deployment, obviously. Oh, you did have some forward deployments.
So we've got here.
Sentinels, the Raiders.
More Sentinels.
Sentinels, yeah. And the Velatari actually here and here were, and the Ogrins, they were from your Pioneer.
Yeah, they're Auxilias.
Oh, Auxilia.
Not Velatari. Velatari are here.
Velatari are there. Okay, so they actually deployed forward anyway. So this is amazing. It's amazing. So
as did my rapier.
Some rapiers, yeah.
Some the laser ones, and there's mortar ones on the other side.
So let's get moving. All this stuff. We'll show you where we end up, and then let the carnage begin. Okay, so we took like hours to do the movement phase. Round 1, not much going here. I don't know if you can see, but there's an artillery company behind there, all on first fires. Knights and Titans engaging each other. The Warlord moving across here. We've got armor and knights moving into the center of the table. Fighters coming in, fighters intercepting. No hits here at all with any of them. On mine, Fire Raptors can't do that. Got loads of infantry moving into this building. They're basically treat them as 4 separate buildings, but you can fight from building to building. We can't explain that as it happens. And yeah, just everything's pushing up. Actually, you lost some of your rapiers here, didn't you, to point defense fire from land raiders, and they broke. All kinds of stuff moving in. Fighters coming on here and here, very nervous about the Dorados, and then you came in with Xiphons and intercepted and took out one of the 2 there. That is where everything is. As far as objectives go, Tony's steaming over this one, taking this one. We're fighting for this one, and I'm dropping on that one. And this one is probably still up for grabs. So that's where everything is. We're going to get into the combat phase. First fires, you've got a couple, haven't you? I've got the artillery and the Warbreaker on first fire. Okay, I've just fired the first battery, was it 90 odd inches, Bosch, over at the Dorados, and took out 2, which forced a command check, which they've now broken, putting on fallback, which is excellent for me, which means I can save more artillery for another target. Steve's just fired the Shadow Sword, hitting on a 3 at the front rank of knights. That's a unit of 2 and a unit of 1. So I think my ion save is going to a 6+ now. 6+. So if I don't save it, you wipe one out, because it's engine killer. 2 in addition to 3. Yeah, 3 damage total. Need that 6. No, it's a 1. wipes one out. Now that is a command check.
I have more weapons to fire as well.
Do you really?
I do.
That can hurt the knights at 22. Roll
Las cannons. 2 las cannons.
All right, let's do the command check because that's a fail. So they're going to fall back. Roll your las cannons. How many have you got? 3.
I have Sponson las cannons, so there's just 1 dice. That's a miss.
That's a miss. Okay, so they are now on a fallback order. This is going to be really bloody. So second artillery is coming all the way down range. I'm going to pick on these rhinos because if I can snuff them out, takes them off the objective, plus I can try and kill the infantry inside. So 4's getting 3 hits. These are at -2. 6 upsaves to the rhinos.
No.
All 3 destroyed. Saves for the troops inside.
So in the first one, 1 makes it.
Yep.
So
And the rest, I'll reroll that 1.
I lose 1.
Lose another 1. Okay, so...
So 3 rhinos die.
Yep. Command check for the rhinos, but not for the infantry.
Come on, check. Rhino is a
3, that's fine. Yeah, 3's I think
Three's
are Marines,
yeah.
4's are solar.
Yeah.
That's second artillery down. Steve's Shadow Sword fired down range, missing my super heavies. I then fired my 3rd artillery company over at these vanquishes here. There was 4 of them, there's now 1, and they passed their command check. Okay, so my first fire is the Warbreaker. I've got loads of different weapons. Have a look at the sheet. I can't go into too much detail in this game, it's just too big. Fired some of those, what were they? Quad launchers over the Vanquisher's bar over there. Nothing came in. That was your first fire, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going with the Warbreaker. I've obviously got my stat thing here. So I've fired the bombards, all these cannons on the top, down at the Terminators. 2 of them, dreadnoughts. The first landed squarely. With that, there was 8 underneath. I've hit 7 at -2. Go for it. Yeah, it's a ghastly thing. I'm not going to lie.
That's 7.
That's 7 dead.
7 dead, but it is like 1,500 points ish of Titan.
1 morale check.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's a pass. That is all coming off your formation tally for break points.
It is.
I don't think he ever liked those 7 guys anyway.
So I'm going to fire. I've got the guns on the shoulders there, anti-air. They're going to fire at these fighters here in range. I'm also going to fire the Ardex defense las cannons at them as well, needing 6s.
Only 18 more to go to break.
And then it's going to pretty much come down to my arm guns, and we'll see what they do. So I dropped 1 Avenger with the Warbreakers, Ardex and AA guns, and then I fired the turbos and all the arm guns at the War Master, dropping it down to 6 voids. They're very powerful guns, but -2 to hit the Reaver. Didn't actually have anything at this point unshielded. That was the problem with having it on first fire. So that is actually your first fire's done, isn't it? We've got a lot to rattle through. Over on this side of the battlefield, my Thunderbolts have wiped out, was it 6 Predators? The Warlord here has vanquished one of my Knights, and between the Warlord actually and one of those Knights, they've only managed to do 1 wound on the Spartan there, managed to get away with that. Coming over to this side of the battlefield, I've just fired these, oh god, too many names, too many words, Vanquishers, Malcadors, at the units of, how many was there?
5.
5 Raiders, and destroyed 4 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, and they've got infantry inside?
Yeah.
And how many of them have died?
6.
6 have died, leaving how many?
3.
3 stands left. They'll be going on the table in a minute. Plenty more activations to go. On this side of the table now, the War Master has fired loads of guns. What did you do? You took out 2 Acastus Knights that were here with your suzerains, didn't you?
Yep.
The Heavy Bolters stripped Void Shields on the Hound and dropped it down to 1 wound. And then that was pretty much everything you did, wasn't it? I made some saves from the Revelator missiles on the Acastus, but they are now toast. That has opened up quite a big gap there. I did fire with the Warhound beforehand, dropping your shield, so you are now defenseless. So it'll be really interesting to see how long the Titans last. I think this Warlord's in a really good spot here actually. It's kind of away from potential danger, so a ton of activations to go, still round 1. coming into the centre of the table and find my Baneblades at Kratos. That's a 4-on-4 matchup. So let's start with, I think I've got 8 las cannons on 4. I'm rolling quite well.
Can you stop that?
5 hits.
-1, yeah?
Yeah.
3s. Saved.
All saved.
All saved.
And I've got 5 Baneblade cannons. I think these are 3 pluses. I will double check. I hope they are. Let's have a look. No, they are 4 pluses. That's only 2 hits. I think these are -3 though.
5s? No problem.
Oh,
take 1.
1 wound after all that. All my other guns are out of range. Loyalist now. 4 Vanquishers coming down range at my Malcadors here. You can only see 3, but a good target.
1.
Yeah.
Was 1 out? Oh, did you roll for that?
I did.
You get 1 hit?
Yeah.
Wow. 1 hit. So 2 up goes to a 4 up. Would have had to re-roll it. They have 2 wounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Bizarrely.
The Acastus do a little catch up. They fight down range at the Reaver, dropping shields and taking a wound. Between the Fire Raptors and a Knight, they managed to take out half the Terminators and finally drop the Spartan carrying them. Moving over, las cannons from Sakarans fired over here. You made all your saves. And then something juicy happened here, didn't I?
You killed one of my Stormhammer.
Predators killed a Stormhammer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I'm running out of activations. I've done most of this stuff. I've still got some tanks and flyers here. You've got quite a lot, but probably that can't do so much. All these individual knights are a bit of a pain. And then, yeah, I've got some little knights in here. Most of the Titan battle's done, isn't it? You've got a Warhound.
Yeah, I can.
And so have I.
Don't really do much with him.
So, yeah, we're getting close at the end of the first turn. And then you've got some missiles that can fire from building to building, as it were.
Yeah.
And that's going to clear out those Ogrins, I think. So,
Between that and my flamethrowers and stuff, yeah.
yeah. So Tony's going to try and do some anti-air las cannon shots with his 3 remaining Predators. At the Thunderbolts, go for it. Accurate. First ones.
So nothing?
Nothing. Need those 6s.
Nothing?
Nothing, and then 3 more regular.
For nothing.
Okay, well done. Well played. Malcadors here have just popped the last Land Raider and killed the infantry, leaving your commander out on his own.
Yep.
But he is still taking that objective. They are sticky. And then Steve's going all the way over here. For this Reaver's firing its Vulcan Megabolts at my Warhound with 1 wound left. Can you pop it?
Sadly, the melter cannon's out of range.
It is.
These are 5s, sadly.
But whoa, rapid.
6,
6
7.
there. Okay, 7 saves, 1 wound left. No AP.
No AP. 7 2 pluses.
You did it!
You done it. It's good. Warhound survives. My last activation out in the desert sands here. I've just taken 2 wounds off your Warmaster, dropping you to 5. This is quite a big roll. We've got these Sakarans here firing at the Thunderbolts. That's a lot of shots, needing 6s. Rerollable with tracking. Yep.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, oh yeah. That's
2
quite a
soon.
lot.
That's 4 so far.
My. I mean, that could even be enough.
4.
Just 4. Okay, 4. 1 wound each.
-1, I believe.
Yeah, I think they're a 4+ going to a 5+ now.
Thunderbolt is a 4-up, yeah.
These are a flat -1, aren't they?
I believe so.
Right, here we go. 5 ups, otherwise I'm losing 3 aircraft. I'm losing 3 aircraft. The Thunderbolts are gone. Tony's happy about that. Little snap of the fingers. That's a big block of my air power. Good destroy. Okay, so the Armigers here have just flattened that building with their thermal spears, killing the last rapier guy inside. They didn't have a good start to the game, did they? No. Right, your Sentinels here are going to try and take out that Warhound on 1 wound with your anti-tank version of the missiles.
Yes. So hidden 4s. So So that's just the one.
Just the one hit.
-1.
Minus
3
1.
plus.
He has been riding his luck. Okay, so the Titan goes down. The explosion is not going to hit anything. I lose another engine. Engine kill.
Engine killed, yeah.
Here we go. Something I'm always very fearful of is the Kratos with the hole-mounted accurate las cannons that have far too many shots than it should have. They are going to go and return fire at my super heavies, and I think you'll come out on top on this one.
So,
Yep.
Kratos cannon.
Yeah, so 3 of them in range for the Kratos cannons. Guy at the back isn't. Oh,
I think that's 3 hits.
He's landed 3.
Brutal.
What are these, -1 at this range?
Yes, give me a second.
Okay, -3 saves at -1. That's good. So I'm on a 2+, going to a 3+.
Then
All your las cannons are in range now at 22. 4 sponsons. Also on 4s for 1 hit. And then you've got, it's double the amount, isn't it?
8.
It's 8, it's so weird.
that was terrible. So that was 2.
Have another go.
3.
So 3. So for 5.
5 plus 2, is it 2 from the sponsons?
Yes.
So 7 saves at -1. Alright, 1 tank dead, 1 tank wounded, but at least I haven't got to take morale. So we are down to 1 activation left. So over in the desert here, the Knights and the Titans, I've lost a Hound, it's opened up the middle there, and the Acastus, the War Master, has taken a few wounds, so that's going to be interesting in round 2. The Reaver here as well has dropped a wound, isn't it?
Yep.
Air power here and here. Tony's still got them. He's opened up the middle here with his Knights, taken out the Spartans and the Terminators. We've had some las rifle fire exchanged here and here. You lost a couple of stands?
I lost 1 stand.
1 stands, that's it. And over this side, you've still got loads of stuff. Going to take that objective. But big dent made here with those land raiders getting smoked and all the infantry. Just the captain there now, standing out there on his own, calling for reinforcements. Took out a couple of dreads. Your demi company is broken, so that's why we've got the little flame markers on them. That's the first, other than the odd Titan or Knight that's broke and then died. That's the first formation to be broken, isn't it? I've still got quite good armour back here, but losing out the tank battle against the Kratos. Still got 2 fighters left, 1 over here. I did lose 2 Predators to the Stormhammer there, getting some revenge for his mate getting popped. So over here we've got the Tactical Marines going to fire down the corridors with bolt guns and missile launchers.
So missile launchers first because there's no cover. So on 4s.
3.
Yeah.
3.
So we're treating each segment as a building, but you're fighting room to room. So you'll get the benefits of being. It's like fighting across from one building to another, except they are joined. So that's kind of how we're doing that, breaking up this building into 4 big pieces. Bolt guns as well.
Roll these twice because I imagine they'll be considered within
Right.
assault range.
Yeah, yeah.
So these will be on 5s.
Just 1, 2. So the missiles ignore cover, don't they?
Yep.
So how many hits did
That
you
was
get?
3 with them.
Okay, so I put these dice to one side. Yep, carrying on with bolt
So
guns.
2 with bolt guns so far.
Yep,
And with another 3.
number 3. So with the missiles ignoring cover, I'm just going to have my 6 up
6 up
save for Ogrins. So 3 die, but I will get my cover save
4 plus.
from the corridors. Oh dear.
Oh wow.
So I've lost 6, leaving 2 stands left. I really should have held them back. Taking a morale check. Oh, I think I'm going to need a 4 plus. I think they're going on a fullback. That's the last activation around. Let's sort out our fullbacks. We do have a couple. You did actually destroy the knight that was there that was on a fullback. You've got these Dorado dreadnoughts, and now I've got my Ogrins. Okay, so end of round 1, objectives. This one's still up for grabs. I'm taking this one. These are sticky. The loyalists are taking the one in the building. The thing about this is, you know, that building, you know, is under orders not to be destroyed, so it can only really be taken with infantry. And it's now been flooded They've got this one and this one. So also secondaries to play for. They haven't even dropped a Void Shield on the Warbreaker, so we'll see how that goes. Void Shield's back, 4, you got 3 back on the War Master. That was it, wasn't it?
1 on the Reaver.
1 on the Reaver. And that's it. That is the end of the first round. That took ages.
Really good.
But as it stands, I mean, it was quite bloody, but maybe not as much stuff died as I thought. And what's nice about this is you cannot tell.
I got off remarkably light on that.
I do have a Sky Hunter Phalanx, Deep Striking Terminators held in reserve, and I didn't bring in my bombers this round because they couldn't quite go where I needed them. Little side note, Dorados did do their fallback, and they've rallied, and the last of the Ogrins actually got flamed out by the las rifle tertios with a mixture of flamers and las rifles in there. So they went up falling back. That is the end of round 1. We'll see you in round 2. Here we go, round 2. So again, lots of advance orders. We're starting to get some charge orders in now with the knights getting into that range here, even the little armigers. Quite a cluster here. You've got a lot of good stuff in here, really holding that centre now, and loads of stuff pushing in. Yeah, lots more activations than it could be because I've put so many points into that, I just guessed, but we'll see how it goes. I do have some good armoured units so over here. So anyway, first player roll. 3. 4. You want to be first player?
Yes, I do.
Right. Okay, so movement done. Let's go and look at this side of the board. So Warbreaker's not really going anywhere, but behind the sneaky fighter came around, did a little bombing run, but made my saves. My remaining Warhound's been charged, fired Overwatch, did nothing, and then the rest of the Titans are turning to face the threat. The Reaver was on a charge, so won't be firing its guns, not that it did last turn anyway, really. The Velatari, I tried bombing them in the building, lost my bombers to Overwatch fire from the Sicarans. It was a real gamble. But I have managed to shrink them down to 3 stands. There was, what, 7 or 8 of them?
7 to begin with.
Yeah, so a mix of Overwatch fire and javelins coming in, took them out, and they did charge into my Terminators, which came around the flank here. My Terminators were on a charge as well, so they've got the last of their members in combat threatening this objective. We've got Lancers going into the Acastus there. I took a wound off with Overwatch. See the World Eaters now coming in. All the planes coming in here. They've got the Xiphon here and the Thunderbolt. They intercepted my interceptors and failed to do anything. The Loyalists are bringing more units around now to start pressing on here. And then we've got Armigers into Armigers, Armigers into Questoris, Cerastus into Armigers. Still plenty of infantry in here. I'm bringing in some missile launchers now to try and help that situation going forward with Ignore's cover. Terminators teleported in into this space here and moved into this building. They were overwatched but didn't take any damage. Tanks moving up. Got the super heavies facing off against the Kratos. You backed up with them, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Don't know why you're scared of those. They don't hurt anyone.
Let's get out of range of them.
Oh, that was it. I repositioned my Vanquishers. Problems I had over here was the Ogrins on a charge, but Jet Bites coming in wiped out 4 of them. And you failed your morale check, didn't you?
I did.
So that's massive, but you're still pressing in, holding this objective, and there's not much I can do about this one. So there's still a fight for here, potentially here, and these two. It's really hotting up over here. This is where it's all going on. So that's how the battlefield looks. Have you got many first fires?
I do.
You do, you've got a few. So I've got my artillery company, that's for certain. That's where everything is. Let's get into another really busy combat phase. Rapier quad launchers are just barraged and got 4 hits on my newly arrived javelins. So I need 5s for these, save 2, lose 2, 50%. Command check. Oh no, they break straight away as they come onto the board. First fire is complete, round 2. So all the infantry in here, one after the other, when it was their turn, fired at the Terminators, dropping 3 stands, standing strong. I'm not sure what good they do, but they are there. And then I had 3 of my 3 artillery tucked away there. 1 fired into the Sentinels here, dropping 2 and making them fail morale checks. And then the other two was 8 shots, one after the other, into the dreadnoughts. How many did you start with? There's quite a few there.
There was 5 there this time.
Yeah, so I only killed 2.
Yeah, only
so you
killed 2.
made some good saves. Wasn't too bad for hitting. So that's the first fight done. Obviously not in the correct order, just giving you the overview. And then we are going into close combat. So we've got quite a few now. We've got the knights here into the Warhound. Knights on knights. Loads of knight on knight combat here and here. And that's about it, isn't it? Oh, here we go. And then we've got the Velatari. 3 stands left after they took all that bolt fire coming into combat against the Terminators. Close combat's done, so starting over here, the Knights of course put 2 wounds into the Warhound, but they don't suffer from morale, so they're staying put. Over here, the Velatari did very well, and they killed 2 Terminators, and I killed 1, because they are better. Those Solar Ox are better than Terminators. But I elected to stay put. Over here, the Lancers put 2 wounds into the Acastus quite easily. This fight down here, with the Armigers, I won the fight, but you passed your morale check. And then over here, the 2 bigger engines beat the little Armigers, 1 wound on each. Passed my morale, but they're now broken, taking 50% wounds. So I think that was all the close combats, wasn't it?
Yeah. At least so.
So lots of dice to roll there, so we're not going to film all that. This is going to be a big game of overviews, because you can appreciate it's a lot of stuff. So going into advancing fire, and I'm hoping the Warbreaker's gonna turn some stuff over. So the fellas want to get rid of the last of my air power, so it's going with the single Xiphon at my Xiphons. Yeah, so it's plenty of dice to do it. 4 attacks.
So 4's re-rolling. 4 hits.
4 hits, that's what you hoped for. 3 up save, now going to a 4.
Yep.
I lose both fighters. A little dancing going on over there. There it is. So that is the last of my air power. I might have to go straight over to the big boy, we'll see. Okay, so we're going to do pretty much a full Warbreaker rundown for you this round. There was a fighter behind it. We have destroyed that with the defense guns. It's got them on the rear as well. So no point in showing that. And then I'm firing all these cannons. They're a template, which I'm going to pop here. So I'm going to roll to hit that, which scatters. D6 plus 1
D6
for a
plus
large,
1.
isn't it? Okay. So it's going 5 inches, so that's actually going to miss everything, I think. I'm not going to worry about that.
Clip the Warlord.
Okay, we'll check that out. Yeah, so that did miss, otherwise that would have been 2 hits, hitting on 3+ and -2 quake. I'm then firing all the small guns, which is the AA guns here, which are out of range from any flyers, and they've got all the little defense lasers there. They're all going at the Warhound here. So 5 Anvilus pattern defense guns, they're the AA ones. 5 of those, these are hitting on a 5+. So I've actually got 3 hits on that.
Yep, 2 shields.
And then they've also got the laser cannons in the knees and like the groin area there. They are Ardex Defensor las cannons. So they're 6 in the front. These are basically counted up how many are on the model, what you can actually see. These hit on a 5+. 4, 4. They're all -1, so it will drop your voids, and then 2 go through on your 2+ armor, now needing 3+. So you take a wound on the Warhound, and then I've got turbo laser destructors and the arm cannons, and they're all going to come at the Warmaster. Okay, turbo lasers, 2 of them, so they're 2 attacks each, aren't they? They're just the same that we have on other units in the game. These are accurate, just the same, just stealing profiles. So that's 3 hits from those. The reason we'll stack up all the hits is because you then take away, because I've got the arm cannons are pretty big. The Hellstorm laser is 5. So that's like the Gatling option there. So I'm trying to read, this is the first time we've done this. So these need 4+. These are rapid as well. So that's 3 hits. And then the plasma's the last one. 4 of those, these are hitting on 3+. It has got 2 profiles, but I'm not close enough for the big engine killer 4 one. 3+, I said for that, didn't I? I did. Well, that's all of those. So you've got these are at -3. The Hellstorm laser is also at -3, and the plasma destruction -4. So take away 3 of the -3 to drop your.
I'll take the 3 -4s.
Oh, sorry, 3 -4s. Yes, sorry. Yeah, you get the choice. Sorry, yeah, I'm confusing myself.
So you've got 6 saves at -3.
And 1 at -4.
6, yeah.
6 needing 4 ups, yeah.
Can I lose 2 wounds?
Only 2.
Yeah, that drops you down to 4.
You've got 5 left, I think.
And
And then 1 more at -4.
so that will go 5 up.
So you take, what, 3 wounds?
3 wounds in total.
Yeah.
Leaving you down to
So you're on 5.
5, yeah.
2.
2 wounds left.
2 wounds left.
And that is everything it does. Okay, so the Kratos have gone down range, wiping out one of my super heavies. They passed their morale. There's a commander in there. They then went down range and took out 3 vanquishers out of that unit, past your morale because you're by a commander. Stormhammer fired at the Malkadors here, did nothing. The point defense weapons killed 1 biker. I'm going with these Malkadors. I'm going to try and take this building out with the demolishers. So hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 4s.
No, +1 for the building.
+1 for a building. Okay,
Alright.
cool.
So that is 4 hits. What's the minus?
-3.
-3.
So
So
10.
7. Yeah, basically.
No.
1 wound.
No.
No, 2 wounds. You're destroyed. Building is destroyed. This guy takes an automatic hit. We'll look that up, but let's remove the building. So the commander takes automatic hit at -1. He did not make his save. That now opens up this lane here. I've got some Kratos. Obviously, they've got stuff that hasn't activated as well. So it's going to open up this lane here now to a shootout. With the building destroyed, the super heavies fired down at the Malkadors, dropping a wound. I then fired with my Kratos at the Sentinels here, taking 3 out and breaking them. We had the single tank commander dropping another wound here off the Baneblade, and it's going back to me. It's okay over here for me. Still not getting this objective, but it is thinning out. This is huge over here, and we kind of have our own little battle. All the time I've got the artillery though, I can pick somewhere, 2 more rounds and try and get rid of them. So my Sakarans here just wiped out the Fire Raptors in the middle of the board, got 7 hits with all the guns and dropped them. Another Vanquisher came down range and did a wound to my Baneblade. You also fired point defense, didn't you, into my Terminators, made the save, and then they fired into this building and dropped tactical. You've now fired the Shadow Sword and hit the Baneblade, haven't you? So you're at -3, -4. So I need a 6 to survive. No, and that is Engine Killer Gazillion, isn't it?
2.
And we'll take 1 out. And then Las Cannon coming down range, missed, and then firing the heavy bolters into the Terminators and failing to hit. So at this point in round 2, I have activated all my stuff. I'm a little outnumbered. I didn't know how to point the Warbreaker, but I think it's okay. So over here, my Predators just took out 2 more of the falling back Ogrins. I have opened up this space, got quite a lot of good stuff in here. Tanks moving up. The boys have got a good firm hold in this building. I was hoping to bring jet bikes around, but I just don't think I'm going to break through all this armor here. So they've still got a Shadow Sword, a Warlord. Oh my god, all your Titans basically.
Apart from the Reaver, yeah.
Apart from the Reaver. So it'll be interesting to see if they start going for Void Shields and wounds on the Warbreaker for their secondary. And a few other bits here that aren't really in the game, but they're holding objectives. So, as you can see, round 2, there's still quite a lot of stuff on the board. So I'm out of activations, so they've gone bang, bang, bang with all 3 of those Questoris Knights going into my Javelins here. That was a full squad down to 1, absolutely wiped, but passed their morale check. Thunderbolt coming in, Las Cannons, 2 hits at the Sakarans. I've lost a couple already to the Predator here, and a long shot from that Dreadnought in the distance there. Getting 2 more hits. These are -1, aren't they? 2 more go. Gosh.
And the missiles. 4s.
No hits. Is that it all gone?
That's him, yeah.
Autocannons?
Did the autocannons in range?
Right,
well,
yeah.
there, yeah.
16.
Oh, that might be.
Probably not then, actually. I think I was like pushing it. With
Yeah,
me,
no,
so,
way out. Okay, but still taking out 2. You've already taken morale this round. Okay, so we are done with this side of the board. Tony's quite happily holding onto this with his Imperial fists. Still got lots of armour over here. I'm creeping up, but open them up here. Have I got enough to try and steal this objective halfway through the game? Very good strong hold here. Great little night battle going on, but I don't think the Armiger is going to outmatch the Questoris. So the last activations is the 3 engines here and a lone sniper waiting in the wings to see if we can get some voids down on the big boy. So where are you starting with, Steve?
I think I'm going to start with the Warhound.
Yep, go for it.
So the range is 18. So
You good for both weapons?
sure. So heavy bolt was first.
Yeah.
So they how many dice do
It
they?
just
10
makes a great
dice.
big pull, but it's 10
10
dice, yeah.
I picked up 6, but I was thinking about 18 then.
There's nothing wrong thinking about 18.
20, mate.
So you're looking for 5s.
5, 6 is rapid, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that is 6.
Right, okay, and then fire your plasmas. I mean, it's not going to matter, is it? Tony, can you go and do
2
the,
shots, 3+.
do the void shield counter?
That's another one. So that is 7 shield.
7 down, 7 voids
down
down,
to 8.
down to 8 voids. Have they started doing this too late? 2 rounds to go.
Okay, we'll then move on to the.
What's got the next amount of shots?
The Warlord.
So Warlord.
I'll let you check the ranges. Okay, the Warlord has fired the plasma cannons, destroying a Spartan, failing morale, going onto a fallback. All the other weapons now are going at the Warbreaker. So, where do you want to start?
Let's start with the turret. The roof-mounted Gatling blasters.
They all hit. Shields down.
That's a lot. What do you need?
4s.
4s.
So that is 4, 5, Tony.
3 left.
Is it not rapid or anything, are they?
Nope.
No, no, and you've still got your volcano.
And that's 1 dice.
1
Yeah,
dice, 2+.
2 plus. There's
So
another
it's
one.
6 down, 2 left.
Here we go. And we're going to start making armor saves. My God, you still got a War Master, haven't you?
And a shadow sword.
And a Shadow Sword. Okay, so the War Master's only got the Revelator and the Suzerains that can start doing damage now. So need to get those shields down. So you fire the whole lot and I allocate. So let's go with the template, see what you can get out of that.
So that is that way.
D6 plus 1.
This is right over the centre.
3.
That's still going to hit
Is it
you.
a full hit or a partial
It's a
hit?
full hit.
Full hit.
Just if it was if you'd gone for 4.
Okay, so how many does it do?
2. So
Two.
you've got 2 dice.
Okay, so that's 2.
This is 2 shields,
See if they hit.
Yep.
isn't it?
No, you need to see if they hit. Nope, double 1. Missed that. You took them away quickly, didn't you? And then now you got your Suzerains.
Okay.
You can roll the whole lot.
On 3s.
So 8 Suzerains coming in, 3 pluses. Get rid of those misses. How many's that?
Should be 5.
5.
Yep.
So 3 go through. What is the minus?
-4.
Oh, okay. So 5 up saves.
5 up saves.
I got a 1 up.
Done the engine as well.
No, not at this range.
Thank God for that.
If you were within 16, they're engine killer 2.
Okay, so 3 go through. 1 up save going to a 5 up save. Saves 2, drops a wound. You need to do 4 wounds for a point, 8 for 2.
Hold our beer.
Kill me. 2 rounds to go. Here we go, the final activation of the round. The sniper in waiting. Shields have gone down. Needing a...
3 up.
Oh, gets the hit. Right, what? hang on. I haven't taken my save yet. What's the save?
-4.
-4. So then I've 1 5 up.
On 5 up.
Otherwise it's doing 3 damage.
Yes.
No!
Yes! I believe
3
that.
damage. That is a
That's a
point.
point.
That is a secondary point. That is 4 wounds on the nose, isn't it?
It is.
6 left. Okay, so 3 Titans now, and the Reaver can get back into it next round, all ganging up on the Warbreaker. He's lost his flanking Warhounds. Protection is gone. The Knights have been taken on by other Knights, taking them away from protecting the precious Emperor class engine, and that is the battlefield. Right, so we've got some M-phase stuff to do before we wrap up the round. So end of the round, the Warbreaker gets 8 voids back, but has taken 4 wounds. You've got 7 voids back on the War Master, so it's looking pretty good. But now it's got 4 engines chasing down on it. That's pretty epic. Fallbacks here, didn't rally. You rallied here and here. Where are they? My jet bikes disappeared actually, didn't they? They were shot off the board, the last ones. They're now broken, they're broken formation. My Spartan didn't rally when it fell back either, so that's not good. Only needed a 3+. So objectives, all staying the same here and here and here, held by the Loyalists. This one's contested because the Velatari and the Terminators both have Steadfast, and I'm hanging on to this one for dear life. So, and there's a point for the secondary, and I've got Carnage, so I have to add that up at the end, which might take a bit of time. So let's get into round 3. So here we go, round 3. This is spicy over here. This is fairly well protected, never broke through. I'm fairly confident you're going to keep this. And these two are really spicy as well, these objectives, and what happens to the Warbreaker. So, orders are down, first player roll. Oh no.
Yes!
They're happy about that. Going into round 3, Steve and Tony, the Loyalists, be first player. Movement done, turn 3, another 5 hours of our day spent. Okay, so over here we've got fighters coming in now, pressing on that secondary, which is taking down the Emperor. Warhound backed out from the Knights. They're now flanking and threatening the artillery company, which you've not really been able to see all game. Still got Knights in combat down here, everything pushing forward, going for this objective. I've put infantry in that building to press as well. Over here we've still got the night battles. These 3 are breaking out. I've got some jet bikes coming in, still loads in here. Terminators I've thrown into those infantry there. They overwatched, didn't kill any. I'll probably get mobbed, but if I can start taking some down, I've still got a plan. More tanks moving over here, nothing happening over here. Loads of light movement here, firing loads of point defense at various things, dropping Ogryns, dropping the walkers in here, dropping a couple of the infantrymen there. So lots of point defense that you won't see or understand, but I've got this one tank now valiantly defending this objective against all this armor.
Fury, right?
Awful film. Watched it once, never again.
I know it ain't as bad as it did.
So the Dreadnoughts did manage to get around that building and go into those jet bikes that I move around. That's fine, that's taken them away from there. Plus, we'll see how that goes. That's an interesting one. They are World Eaters on bikes. I'm re-rolling a die. And that's about the movement phase, so let's get into it. First fires, I've got lots of artillery again. They need to do some work for me. And I've also got the Warbreaker itself on a first fire. I would like to get rid of at least one of those big engines, which can do a lot of damage. So it's crunch time now. The Hound first firing, trying to get the shields down, doing its Warhound thing, scouting out, dropping shields, heavy bolters. Ooh, that doesn't look great. What can I see?
4,
5?
5.
And then 2 plasmas on 3s, I think.
2 plasmas on 3s.
So that's, you say that's 5 from the bolters?
Yeah.
So 6 down.
6 shields down.
Down to 2 voids remaining, and then it's my first fire. Okay, Warbreaker is now attacking. I've fired all the small arms, the AA guns and the lasers at the Warhound, dropping the last void and doing 2 wounds. It's got 1 left. I've fired the big cannons, template missed, rolled a 6. Need to get 7 voids down. So let's go with turbo lasers. They are 4+ accurate. So that's 3. Let's try and remember what we've done. You might want to keep those for the minute.
Keep your shields up, mate.
Because you do a pull and then you'll take away the worst weapons, if you like.
So you've got 3 from turbo lasers.
Right, Hellstorm, Laser Blaster, 5. Hitting on 4s. Not good. They are rapid as well. That was 1. This is not going to do it. I fluffed it. And the Plasma Destructor. 4 dice needing 3s. That is 3. I think that is 3, 6, 7. That is just enough to take your voids down. Bosh, no damage. The Warbreaker is still alive on first fire and the Warlord as well. It could be the end of the Warbreaker in round 3. Here we go, the War Master now is going to try and bring down the Warbreaker, but he's fired his 2 Vulcan Megabolts at the Warhound, getting 12 hits, dropping 2 voids, 10 saves on a 2+. So I've got 2 wounds. 1 wound goes through, 1 wound left. So the Revelator missile is now fired and hit and done 1 hit. So 1 of in the dice pool, 8 suzerains. Is that correct? Here we go. Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
All right. Oh, it's not great. Oh, it's 50%.
50.
How many shields have I got?
So you got 2.
2 left. Okay, so let's get rid of 2 Suzies. And then I've got, what's the save for the Revelator?
-2.
And the save for the Suzies?
-4.
Okay. So -2, 3 up save. No, takes a wound. -4, 5 ups. Makes 1, takes another wound, 2 more wounds. You're very close, I think.
So I just need 1
You've
more
got
wound
6.
token.
Yep. So 4 wounds left now on the Warbreaker and the Warlord to go. And there's a Shadow Sword down there ready to snipe. I think it's going to go. I'm going to fire some artillery and try and pop this. Now it's got no void shields. 1 hit.
Okay, so -1.
-2.
-2, so 3 up save, mate.
Save is a fail.
Takes a wound. You've got 1 left. Do you have any more first fires? You do. You have the Warlord. It's got to be game over, isn't it? Okay, here we go. The Warlord and the Warbreaker. He only needs 1 gun. He's fired the plasmas into this building, taking out 1 infantryman. The Volcano Cannon alone can snipe him. 1 dice, 2d6. You've still got your Gatlings as well.
Yeah, I would fire the volcano cannon first. Oh, God!
I literally would have bet my mortgage on me rolling that because I knew exactly that would happen.
But see, this is why I said don't fire the other gun.
They were going to split the Gatlings somewhere else, and I would have survived for now.
Gatlings then?
Gatlings it
8
is.
dice.
8 dice.
4s?
Okay,
That's a good roll.
that is 6 hits.
6 hits. -2, so 3 pluses.
Okay, there's 4 dice. 3 pluses. 2 more. Takes another wound.
I can settle with that. Like, that's better
It's
than
not
nothing.
dead, but you've got fighters as well inbound. I think those knights can fire the shock shields.
Yeah.
So it's not over yet. The Warbreaker is hanging on, 3 wounds left. So the last of the first fire is complete. The War Master is gone due to artillery barrage. Over here, fired some first fires, took out 2 bikes, and then we had these guys firing here, did nothing. And then these guys lobbed shells over at that building with demolisher rounds or whatever it is, and did a wound. Oh, and my last artillery took out the single Shadow Sword. It could not afford another snipe attack, but I have got fighters coming with missiles. Hopefully, being -1, I can make some saves.
I'm not confident.
If it survives this round, that will be amazing. I can try and get some voids back.
Round, it could be
Problematic.
We will
really
see.
problematic.
So, first fire's done. We're going into close combat. So we've got lots of knight and knight action and some ogres over there on the jet bikes. Close combat's done. So the 2 Terminators here beat the 2 Velatari by 1 each. That extra rend is hard. Steve rolled badly. That's how that happened. The 2 knights here won and pushed back the Acastus. That's not the end of the world actually for me. But it has happened. Over here, I won the combat, but passing your morale check, but it has broken the little armigers now. And this fight here, I lost an armiger, but it is a draw, so they stayed. And then here I had my Terminators into these guys. Now I lost all 3 Terminator stands, but I did drag down 4 of the stands in that building. That's all what I need to do. It's all part of the plan. And then over here, the Dreadnoughts, I did say Ogryns earlier, they beat the bikes. I box card, and they did for about both times. One of them was with the reroll, being World Eaters, but I maxed out 13 in 13 and still got squished, so they're pretty good. So close combat's done. We're going into the advanced fire. I don't know if you've got, will these fighters bring it down? We'll see. It's good, it's a spicy game. There's still plenty of things to play for, plenty of stuff on the table. So they're going for it, the Xiphon at the Warbreaker. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
So las cannons first.
Las cannons, these are accurate. There's 1. 1 hit. Missiles. 3 hits, -1. So 2 plus saves.
Yep, ones will fail.
How many was it? 3.
3.
3, God.
3 wounds, that's all you got.
Saved, saved, and saved. For now.
I don't get anything.
My Warhound's just put 3 turbo lasers into the enemy Warhound here. 1 wound left, 3 saves, needing 5s.
Nope.
I see 1, no, the wound is gone. The Warhound is destroyed. Some more points for my secondary. The Lancers here, shock shields into this guy. They've got a flat -2 on those. But you need 5s. Are they rapid?
No.
2 hits. Is it 1 damage each? Just, yeah, okay. -2, so 3 ups. Takes another wound. It's given you 2 points now. It's on 8. 2 wounds left on the Warbreaker. Right, we're back again to try and destroy the Warbreaker. In the meantime, these jet bikes have just taken out a couple of stands.
2 stands, yeah.
2 stands out of there, whittling away. Would have loved to have had all 4 bikes for that. So here we go. Las cannons, Sky Strike missiles. 2 wounds. 1 hit.
And missiles.
Same again, aren't they? 4 plus? Yeah.
2.
2 to do 2 wounds. -1. 2 saves. Stands. So my Malcadors here fight everything at this tank, blanked out. The 1 hit that went through was saved. The Kratos destroyed the last Baneblade that was there. And my Sakaran just popped a little Predator that was hiding around here. Going back to you guys, isn't it? So on this side of the battlefield, the Shadow Sword here wiped out a Kratos. The Vanquishers here destroyed the last of the Dreadies that were there. What took out that tank? Oh, it was the Kratos, wasn't it? So completely opened up this now and start moving things in. We've got these last of the Ogrins there, but they're on a fallback. There are 4 tanks there and 3 here. So this side, all activations done. We've still got quite a few in the middle here. Lots of Knights on advance orders. I think the fight in the desert is done, isn't it, as well? Everything activated. So it is pretty much a Titan and a load of Knights. So big roll here. It's the guns on the top only, the point defense fired in the movement phase. Can try and wipe out this squad here, but they are on cover, so it's -1 to hit, needing 6s. But it's a lot of shots.
4.
4 hits.
-1.
-1. I need to check out what my save is. So 6 up saves from the cover. Make 1, lose 3. That's not enough for a break test, is it?
8.
8. Phew, no, thank God for that. So the Knights in this area of the board have been cleaning up the bikes and Sakaran that I had in the area. It's just the armigers left. Last 2 activations of the round. I've got the Reaver here and the Lancers there, and they can do a lot of damage on units that I've got holding objectives. Okay, so the Reaver's going now. He's going to fire the VMB at the Terminators and the Melter Cannon at this building, which has taken a wound from the Melter Cannon or Melter Lance from this Knight here, which is bad news for me. What are you starting with?
Let's go with the VMBs. So they'll be hitting on 6s because you're in cover.
So the VMBs going first. 9 dice, hitting on 6s because of the cover.
And
They
they're
are rapid.
That is 2 hits.
2 hits. 2 saves.
-1.
Just flat -1, is it? So 5 ups. Makes 1, loses 1. I need a 4+ morale. Makes it. And now the Melter Cannon into the building. Needing a 2+ to hit with the profile you've got. 2 attacks, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, okay, that's 2. What was it, minus?
-4.
-4, so 7. Only 11s, right? 11s to save. No! I mean, that's 1 anyway. Then. No, too close. So the building will collapse. It's got all my guys in it. Now they all take an automatic hit at -1.
No save.
No saves for these guys. But Legate and all his boys, they've done well, but they are toast. Last attack of the round. Try and shift these infantry. Get them off that objective. Needing 5s, -1.
6s. Yeah.
So 6 up cover save, because that's -2, isn't it? So 6 up for that. gets the save, doesn't do it. That's the, that's the last activation. Absolute carnage. Really opened up this side of the board now, destroying that building. Oh my god, we got the M phase to go. Can't believe you didn't do it this round.
Sharp.
But I don't think it's going to make 4 rounds. So end phase stuff. I think we've got some change in objectives. Fallbacks, yeah, a couple, one there. I think that's the only one. Oh yeah, fallbacks here.
Got one on the Spartan.
This one here, he's not going to hang around. So let's do that and see where we're at. Okay, let's start this end of the battlefield. So maintaining this objective. This one is still in the hands of the loyalists, but wide open. The Ogrins withdrew and passed their morale check with the -1. Plenty of armor here to keep battling away, especially with the Shadow Sword. Could pop a tank a go. Still got loads of guys in this building, and don't know if I'll be able to take enough out. We'll see, we'll see. Knights still engaged. Lots of free knights now and tanks here to probably push me off these. The Terminators are taking that one now. So I have 2 to your 3, and the Warbreaker is hanging in there out in the desert plains. Lots of casualties, but enough still to play to get 1 good round. Flyers, they're disappearing. They're a pain in the bum. Can't deal with those. So that's the end of round 3. Last round to go. This is it, last round. Pretty much everything's on advances now. This didn't have to be. Some of Steve's knights can do other things, but pretty much most things are broken across the battlefield. So this is it. It's a big play for this one. A big play for this one. That's yours, that's guaranteed. And big plays for these objectives, plus the secondaries. So first player roll. Who's doing it?
Tony, Supreme Commander
Supreme
Tony.
Commander Tony. Go on.
I've done one.
3.
Oh,
2. You still got it. You had it all but the first turn, right?
yeah.
So will the Warbreaker die? This is it. Round 4. So movement done. Still got these little night fights in the middle. So what I was trying to do throughout the game is whittle these down to the end and then move in. But what they've done is they've thrown a knight in, trapping a tactical unit there that I wanted to move in, and then moving their units round this building to stop this unit coming in. So that plan's been stopped. They're going to keep that one, and then I've moved as much as I can up here, and we'll see how it goes. Few point defense going into the buildings, taking out a few. Yeah, so it's just a little tank battle going here to see if they can do enough damage to stop me claiming that objective. Over here is massive. We've got the last Terminator's down, got point defense off. We've got a Reaver there and the Rhinos now, and then obviously they're pushing up to kill the Warbreaker. I've got the Hound coming around here to get some firepower on. Round the back, Knights have charged into the artillery, taking out one of the first fires, the only unbroken formation I've got. So we're going to play it that any model can take an objective. I know the new mechanical book is saying stuff about Titans can't contest or take, but we're just going to go with the rule book. So I need to destroy the Rhinos and the Reaver, and then the Acastus swarmed up. They got charged and overwatched, did a wound, had a lot of infantry taken out by point defense here, and then they're probably going to get blasted off the objective. So again, I don't know if I'm going to keep that one. I need 1 knight, I think, to stop you taking it. And I think that's the main points, isn't it? That's all we've got left. So let's get into the combat phase. I'm the only one with first fires, aren't I? So I fired my 2 remaining artillery barrages into the Rhinos, hit with 2 on the first one, killed 2, then whiffed all 4, so I couldn't even get a break test. We're going into the close combat, so I think we're just going to go across the board, left to right, starting over here. Okay, so the close combat behind the Warbreaker, 2 knights over there, they obviously won, and the guns withdrew. At this point it doesn't matter what they do. Lost this combat, killed a knight, stayed where he is. Then, this knight crashed into this building. There was quite a lot of stands in there, and even when I got up to 6d6 maxed out, I could not roll well enough to do the knight. I actually only did 1 wound, and the other 2 have fallen back. That's left. Won this fight. Just now it was a draw, wasn't it?
Draw,
yeah, really fluffed that one as well. And then that was it. Was that all the combats?
One there.
Oh, one here. Knight
Yeah.
Questoris just took out the last armiger. So that's all the close combats. That's all the first fires. We just got the last of the advancing fires, and then we're game over. So another crunch time moment. The Warlords fired the Sun Fury at the Acastus and wiped it out, which means they can then eradicate those infantry and take their objective. We're going for the kill shot again. 5 voids, Gatling blasters.
Yep.
Pause.
5 voids.
5 voids. Oh dear. 1 volcano cannon.
Yeah. The thing is, the volcano cannon's going to be eaten by a shield. So,
No, it's not. Oh, okay, I will
You
be
pulled
because you do it
it,
in a pull. Yeah.
so
Okay.
there's no guarantee we can kill it.
Kill it. That's a good point.
But
You do a wound.
yeah,
Okay. Just roll it.
You're
Yeah.
totally right.
Totally right.
Hits.
it. Okay, I will do exactly as you said. Means I've got 1 save to make, haven't I? What are they? -3? Because it's 6 hits in total.
6 hits.
1 goes through.
Yeah.
What's the minus?
For a
Gatling.
Gatling, it
only like 1.
is no, -2.
-2.
okay.
So 3 up save. Makes
Makes
it
it.
on a 6. He's still standing, but voids are down. So the Warbreaker just unloaded everything down here, took out the rhinos with the template. I took out 1 knight with turbo lasers and the AA guns, and then I fired everything at the Reaver. Now the Reaver's actually got cover, so it made it hard to hit with the arm guns, and I didn't do enough. It's got 1 void left. The Reaver is now firing the last weapon we think that can target the Warbreaker this game, and it's the VMBs,
Yeah.
Light AT.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not confident. What do I need, Tony?
So you'll need
5's rapid.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
3.
3. Yeah.
3 in total. So I'm just saving on a 2+.
Yeah.
If I roll 2 1s, it dies. No,
Oh.
all good. We think that's safe. They have scored 2 points. If they figure anything else out, we'll let you know. So over on this side of the battlefield, we've pretty much done most things. Tanks have been exchanging fire with each other. Lost 2 Kratos to the Vanquishers here. Aircraft coming in, been firing the Shadow Sword, whiffed it, didn't it? I had the 4 rhinos here that got taken out by the Executioners.
Yep.
And then the Malcadors have been picked on over and over by Xiphon and bombards and missile launchers. Actually got them to break. They now need to kill 2 predators to retain their objective, and they've just got the Thunderbolt, I think, to do it. So
Looks like it, yeah.
there you go.
So quad autocannon, 4 dice hitting on 5s. So that's nothing.
Nothing.
Then we've got the twin link las cannon hitting on 4s. That's 1.
1 hit, -1.
And then we've got the missiles
3 hits,
all at -1.
all at -1. 4 up saves. Oh, full house.
Yeah.
He makes it. So there's a few activations on this side of the board that are not really going to affect the game. I'm out, so I can't score any more on my secondary. I have no idea what that is. So these Karens just got to take out 3 infantry to take that objective.
6s. 2.
2. 6 up cover save. Did you fire? You fired your bolts on the way in, didn't you? So this is all you've got. How many was it?
2.
2.
2 die.
2
That's a
die.
morale check at least.
That is a morale check. They are broken. I need to pass this. So I need
5?
a 5 up.
Yeah.
So this is to hold this objective.
Yep.
This is a massive roll.
I still have 2 knights to fire.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so it's not that exciting. Okay. I did pass it
it
on
makes it.
6, so you might as well go straight in with a knight battle cannon. This one here,
Yep. 2 hits.
2 hits.
-1.
Was that including the -1?
Nope. That wasn't 1 hit with the rocket pod.
6 up cover.
Yep.
So I'm just being cheeky. Oh, you lucky fucker.
What's that? Go on.
I was going to...
Oh, the lad's cannon.
Yeah.
Okay.
-1.
Straight up cover save. 6 up, no. He dies. They've done it. I got all excited, but they're plenty there. Okay, so you will be getting the objective. That's pretty much it, isn't it? I think if we look around,
we'll have a quick look around, but I think that is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I can't, I've got nothing else to activate. You've got nothing else that is going to affect the game. The Warbreaker lived. I thought that was pretty good. It was killable in 4 turns, so just a mix of dice and bits and bobs. So that worked out quite well, considering we made it up. So let's sort out the end phase and the end of the game. How you doing, fellas?
Knackered.
Knackered.
Really knackered.
10 hours?
10 hours.
10 hours straight. At this point, obviously, I have no idea how this is coming out. We've overviewed a lot of it. It's a lot, 16,000 points. Highly recommend doing it and not filming it, just playing with your mates if you can do it. But it was a lot of fun. So the game is over. They didn't get it, but it worked out, I think. So close. It didn't feel overpowered. It did destroy stuff. I think if it had been in the middle of the board, it could have done a lot more potentially, but we had our Titan battle out here and it worked out really well. So 2 wounds left. It means they got 2 points for their secondary. They did snatch this. We're playing it any model straight out the rule book. I know the Dark Mechanicum book is controversial. And they managed to snatch those 2 at the death as well, like 1 model. So, hey, good for the loyalists. They held on to this all game. Yeah, I didn't actually probably have enough infantry or ignores cover. I forgot my sentinels. I'd done my list and I thought, I forgot my sentinels, but I thought I've done it now. So I managed to snatch this one, valiant battle over here, considering I thought I was out tanked as well. Obviously not. And then this one was all day long. So I think what we maybe needed was like drop pods and the mole mortar things, you know, I mean, stuff that's going to start dropping in back lines so we can start getting deeper into deployment zones. And I think we're lacking that in our collections and our games. I know you guys have got a few drop pods, but across the board, we don't have a lot of that. And I think that's quite an important part of the game. So you're getting everything involved, putting pressure on units that are in the corner and stuff like that. Everything else got stuck in, and we need more infantry as well. I think that's stuff to work on. So primaries, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 for your secondary for 8 wounds, giving you 6. And then I've just got 1 primary. And despite all the carnage, I only did just under 50% damage with carnage, which only gives me 1 point. So 6 to the loyalists, 2 to the traitors. The breach of the north wall has been pushed back. The Warbreaker's going to have to go for repairs, and they're going to have to. They've taken the breach. They're going to have to fill that in and get troops in. And the rest of the Battle of Nyrcon is as the rest of the Battle of Nyrcon went. So thanks for doing this for me, guys. It was a long day and a well-won victory. I don't think I've ever beaten you two as a pair, have I? Always picking on me. Always picking on me. So hey, look, if you watch this video, this is not one for solid gameplay. I'm sure there's loads of errors, mistakes. It was graft, but it was just really good fun, and we just wanted you to see this and see what you can. Hopefully, you can do this at some point with your mates and have some good games with Legion. So thanks for watching. Have great holidays. We'll see you in 2025. We should do some more. Yeah, great stuff. So thanks for supporting the channel. Please subscribe if you've got this far. That would be amazing for us. And we'll see you in 2025. Happy New Year.